The Postal Service's electric mail truck plan is falling far short of its goal. More on that coming up, but first, United Airlines announced that it is integrating the Share Item Location feature from Apple into its mobile app. This development could make it easier to track down baggage equipped with AirTags or a Find My Network accessory when it somehow winds up in Paris rather than arriving with you in Perth. The United integration will allow passengers to send information about their bag's location directly to the company's support staff in the mobile app. If a traveler isn't using the United app and their bag takes a detour, they will receive a text notification from the airline prompting them to submit a Share Item Location report. Share Item Location is part of Apple's iOS 18.2, which just began rolling out this week. When the resource was initially introduced in the public beta, air transport tech company SITA said that it would use the feature in its World Tracer system for tracking airline baggage. So this isn't the first time travel brands are realizing the potential of Share Item Location. However, it will only be available to customers who are using an iPhone running at least iOS 18.2. For the latest app and gadget news, reviews, price drops, and more, head over to Engadget.com. The United States Postal Service unveiled a plan to buy a fleet of all-electric mail trucks for its mail carriers back in 2022, of which 3,000 were supposed to be delivered by now. Unfortunately, those plans aren't even close to fruition. The Washington Post reported that defense contractor Oshkosh has only delivered 93 vehicles so far. In 2022, the Postal Service announced its plan to buy at least 60,000 next-generation delivery vehicles, NGDV, for its mail carriers by 2028 and start replacing its aging fleet of trucks. The Postal Service's initial order called for 5,000 all-electric vehicles, along with new gas-powered vehicles, but calls from the Environmental Protection Agency and the Biden administration pushed them to increase the share of NGDVs that would run on electricity. The Washington Post obtained nearly 21,000 government and internal company records and spoke with 20 people familiar with the truck's manufacturing and design process. Its reporting shows that Oshkosh ran into significant manufacturing delays of the electric NGDVs that caused lower than expected delivery numbers. Some of the anonymous sources said that engineers struggled to calibrate the mail truck's airbags, and the vehicle's body and internal components are unable to contain water leaks to an alarming degree. The turnaround time for building these new mail trucks is also very slow. The Post reports that the South Carolina factory can only build one truck per day, even though Oshkosh hoped it could build at least 80 vehicles a day by now. Oshkosh also failed to inform the Postal Service about these delays. 4 of the background sources say a senior company executive tried to update the Postal Service about these manufacturing issues, only to have those efforts blocked by their corporate superiors. An Oshkosh spokesperson said in a statement that the defense contractor is still fully committed to being a strong and reliable partner with the Postal Service and insists we remain on track to meet all delivery deadlines, according to the Post. The failure of these plans doesn't just affect the Postal Service's ability to modernize and upgrade its fleet of aging mail trucks. It could also throw a wrench into President Biden's plan to combat climate change. Reuters reported on Friday that President Donald Trump's transition team is considering canceling the electric mail truck program altogether. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Danny Gallagher and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.